Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we will be watching and discussing For Scary True Night Shift Stories by Mr. Nightmare. For people recount the horrors of working alone in the dark. Let's get into it. The first story comes from a Reddit user. I was working a night shift at a 24-hour grocery store, and this guy must have been following me, because he kept showing up at the same time every night. On the third night, he actually cornered me in the employee bathroom. He asked me some really weird personal questions, and I just felt really uncomfortable. Then he asked if I could help him with something, and when I said no, he got mad and tried to come in. I had to use a box cutter to escape and call the cops, but when they arrived, the guy was gone. The next story is from another Reddit user. I work at a gas station on the south side of town, which is pretty desolate, and has only one main road running into it. It's also close to a highway, but there aren't any exits or anything. So people usually only stop here if they're trying to get away from something or someone. Well, one night a red pickup truck pulled up, and the guy who got out of the driver's side started walking towards the store. It was about 3 in the morning, and the store was closed, except for the one I was working in. He was a very tall guy, almost 6'7", with a very slim build. As he approached the store, he started staring at me through the window, and it was very unnerving because he wasn't blinking. It was like he was a mannequin or something. I quickly locked the doors and turned on all the lights in the store. He still stood there for a few moments, staring at me, and then he started walking again. But this time he was at the door, trying to push it open. I immediately called the police and hid in the back of the store. When I looked back at the door, he was right on the other side of it, and he was banging on it while screaming, "Let me in, let me in." Once the police arrived, he was gone. I quit the next day. The third story is from you/Boo-Boo. I work at a 7-Eleven, and it was a night shift. There was a guy who kept coming in, making loud, weird noises, and staring at the ceiling. My coworker and I thought he might be having a seizure or a stroke. My coworker called the police and asked them to do a wellness check, but the guy left before they arrived. For the next few weeks, the guy kept calling the store, and my coworker would answer, and he would just make the same noises he made in the store. Then he started calling my house phone and my cell phone and doing the same thing. One night, I went to check the breaker box in the basement, and there was this guy. S&M scrunched up on the floor with papers scattered around him, and he had written both the 7-Eleven address and my home address on the wall. There were also kitchen knives lying around him. We never found out what this guy's problem was, but we think he might have been mentally disabled. The final story is from Redditor, USCHMIDT. I was working as a K-9 officer in a small town, and we got dispatched to a field behind some houses for a possible stolen vehicle. As we drove past the houses, there was a big open field on our right, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw a white van with both side doors open. I figured whoever had called it in had probably already seen the vehicle from the road. And did you think it was worth telling us that it was in a field? I continued driving. Something told me to turn around and go back. So I made the turn, and as we came over the rise, my dog Sammy started to go crazy in the front seat. Sammy normally wouldn't go crazy over a car, so I knew something was up. So I started running towards the van, and as I got closer, I could hear heavy breathing. I drew my gun, and as I got within 10 feet of the van, someone jumped out and tried to tackle me. I was able to fight him off long enough for my backup to arrive. Sammy ended up biting the guy and hanging on until my partner could get his cuffs on him. We searched the area and couldn't find anyone else. In the van, we found 7 body bags. As this was going on, the news came over the radio that a local motel had several people missing, and they were asking if we had any leads. I ended up shooting that guy 3 times in the head as he tried to grab my gun while my partner was trying to put him in the cruiser. I honestly thought he was trying to kill me. We got him back to the station, and once he was somewhat calmed down, we searched him and found a note with a name on it and a piece of the motel's bedding. I still have that note and the piece of fabric. If anyone knows anything about this case, please contact the local police. We never did find out what happened or who those body bags belonged to. To this day, I still wonder if I did the right thing in shooting him. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.